Hi guys, so today we are going to talk about present tense verbs, which this should be a review for you, but in case it's not, we'll go over it. Alright, so when do we use present tense? That is for things that are happening right now, or for things that happen over and over and over every day. So for example, every day I put my clothes on. Every day I brush my teeth. So, to talk about things that happen in the present or things that happen every day. So again, we have some examples of things we do every day. Brush my teeth. Do my homework. Those are just some examples. And if you need to pause to write that down, go ahead and pause right now. Now, when I'm using present tense, remember, if it is singular, if my subject is singular, like sun, I add an S to the verb. So I'm going to write this at the side. Singular, add S. Now, what are singular subjects? It means I only have one subject. It could be a pronoun. It could be he, she, or it. In plural, when I have a plural subject, so that is two or more, I don't add an S. So those are going to be things like dogs, girls. Remember, I have S when it's a plural subject. And then I'm going to use we or they. I also use I and you with a plural verb. So let's look at some examples. Also, I want to point out before we move on, singular, add S. S for singular. Singular subject, add S to the verb. S, singular. S, singular. So let's look back at these examples. So I have the sun, this is only one, so it's singular, sets. I added an S because it is singular. For a plural subject, the girls, that's plural, play. I don't add an S. A boy and a dog, so I've got two subjects. I've got 1, 2, sit there. There's no S because it is plural. Boy and a dog, plural. If I'm using helping verbs or linking verbs, I'm going to use is for singular. So So if I'm using he, she, or it, or it's singular, I'm going to use is. And if it is plural, I'm going to use are. And then for this one, if I have I, remember we use am. Alright, so you could have the moon is shiny. The dogs are cute. I am a teacher. Alright, I want to talk about one more thing. Sometimes you might have a compound sentence, just like we looked at the other day with but and yet. So I may have a compound sentence like this. Jackie likes ice cream, but she is allergic to it. Because I have two sentences right here, remember this is my conjunction and my comma, I have to make sure that both verbs match up with the subject. So, Jackie likes ice cream. I have one subject, so Jackie is singular. And I've got my S here, so that means my verb is singular. So this one is good. But she is allergic to it. I've got my subject she, so that's singular, and my verb is, that is also singular. So this one is also good. Let's look at another sentence. The boys are, actually let's say the boys is messy, but they clean their room. So I have the boys is messy, but they cleans their room. So I've got right here my subject, and I've got my verb, and over here I have my subject and I have my verb. My subject, I've got an S, so that tells me it is plural. My verb is, that's a singular one, so I need to change that to are. The boys are messy, but they, let's look, I have a plural subject, but I have a singular verb. S tells me it's singular. So I need to change this to clean. But they clean their room. Alright. Let's look at your first part of the assignment. It says, write a C next to each sentence that is correct. So I'll do number 1 with you. It says, 2 deer is standing in the clearing. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of my prepositional phrase. So I'm left with 2 deer is standing. I've got my verb. I've got my subject. Because it says I have 2 of them, that tells me this is plural. I know that is singular. So this one is not correct. It needs to be 2 deer are standing. So you can just put an X by number 1 and you can write 2 deer are standing in the clearing. And remember, if it is correct, all you have to do is put a C. So, for example, if I had 2 deer are here, then I would put a C by that. 2 deer is plural, are is plural, so it is correct. Alright, so I will let you do 2 through 5. And then, if you look at this final section here, it says, write yes next to this sentence if it is correct. If it is not, write no, then correct the sentence. So, I'll do number 1 with you. Mary and Scott eats their potato chips together. So I'm going to start by finding my subject, Mary and Scott. So I've got a plural subject. Eats is my verb, but I see this S, so that tells me it's singular. So this means it is not correct. So I need to correct it. I'm going to do that by changing the verb. Mary and Scott eat their chips together. So that is what you are doing for 1 through 10. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, email me, text me on Remind, or text me on my Text Now app. But please reach out if you have questions. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.